dog being badly treated.
An injured dog is carried through the SPCA headquarters and placed on an operating table.
So is that Liz? Okay. Oh my God, it's a toenail.
That's a toenail?
That's a toenail. Oh,
I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh. I gotta get this cut off.
Caption: Case: Cruel confinement.
There are some 32 Cocker Spaniels that seem to be neglected, is that correct?
Yes. This issue needed to be addressed today, and it needed to be corrected today. We're going to execute the warrant and get these dogs out of this facility tonight.
And since I'm the one reviewing all the evidence, I will reserve comment until after I've seen all the evidence.
She's going to be one that's going to struggle to survive.
Oh my gosh. There you go. Oh God.
That's crawling out of her mat.
A maggot crawls on a dog's fur. Animal Cops Houston. Exodus. Location: Fort Bend County Courthouse. A sheriff's vehicle is parked outside.
Investigator Liz Pavlicek is about to embark on what will become one of the most dramatic seizures in the history of the Houston SPCA.
I received a call of about 30 plus dogs being neglected and cruelly confined in an area of a property.
Dogs in tiny cages.
And now we're here at the judge's office, basically getting a warrant to remove the animals.
Caption: Investigator Liz Pavlicek, 18 months on the job. She and a police officer stand before Judge Jansen.
Call now, cause number AD4-018, and you have reason to believe, based upon your personal inspection of the premises, that there are some 32 Cocker Spaniels that seem to be neglected. Is that correct?
Yes.
Based upon the information before me, at this time I'm going to sign the warrant for animal seizure for 32 animals located at the premises identified in the application.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. All right.
Good luck to you.
The judge hands the warrant to the policeman.
A specially equipped bus will be used to handle the immense scale of the seizure, and the entire investigation team has been drafted to help.
Right now the plan is to go through and collect our evidence. We're going to take photos of the entire scene and get the animals out of there as quickly and safely as possible.
Once inside, the severity of the situation becomes clear.
The team filmed distressed dogs in small cages.
The dogs are just stacked in there, 3 cages high on top of each other with 2 in each cage, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, and the smell is horrendous.
Chief Investigator Charles Jansen.
On all the dogs, they have heavy matting on all the extremities, on the legs, on the tail, on the ears. Anything that would touch the ground, kind of mop up all the feces and urine, and that hair kind of traps it, and over time it's built and caked up to where it's a solid mass. But ultimately, these animals have lived in there obviously for 24 hours a day, for years on end.
The ammonia smell is just something that I can't even. I almost got sick when I initially smelled it. I had to go away. So the dogs are basically in there, and how they're even still alive, I don't know.
A mangy dog stares pathetically from a cage.
Having recorded the evidence, the team can seize the dogs, but it won't be easy. The stench inside the property is so bad that they have to put on protective masks before they can go any further.
Let me see if he'll answer the door. He didn't answer the phone.
Police Deputy Bill Jenkins needs to issue the seizure warrant to the owner, and having seen the conditions of the dogs, he's in no mood to be kept waiting.
This issue needed to be addressed today, and it needed to be corrected today. We're going to execute the warrant and get these dogs out of this facility tonight.
The team moves in.
Masked SPCA investigators enter a garage beside a house.
Pointer 3, I'm going to be away from my radio. What? Okay.
Members of the team walk dogs on leads into the garden.
There we go.
Once you get in there and you start dealing with the animals, putting your hands on them, that's when you really delve into the issue itself, and you start feeling the animals and get a real sense of what's going on the property. The dog is covered in feces and urine right now, and it's heavily matted on all the points. It's an extended period of cage and neglect.
The dog is taken onto the SPCA bus.
All the evidence points to severe neglect. Jansen's team will need to build a case to gain custody of the dogs in court.
One by one, the dogs are moved into separate, clean cages on the bus.
A car pulls into the driveway.
A man gets out of the car.
It's a landowner, or dog owner.
The owner disappears quickly inside the house.
He's more concerned about the bus being out front than the dogs.
The owner may not want to draw attention to the seizure, and with good reason. Pavlicek's received intelligence that the dogs are former prize-winning pedigree Cocker Spaniels.
Wild of dogs going into rings.
A favorite among breeders, Cocker Spaniel puppies can fetch high prices, but they require regular grooming to keep their long coats in shape.
Horses that have that hackney gait, yes.
It's clear that these dogs haven't been groomed in a long time. They're struggling to walk, and many of them seem to be in pain.
When the owners are breeders, they should know better. It's devastating to see that people would not care for their animals that way.
As pedigree Cocker Spaniels, the dogs are valuable for breeding, and the owner could try to win them back. The team decides to call Judge Gary Jansen to the location. He'll preside over the custody case when it goes to court, and the investigators want him to see the evidence firsthand.
What I've seen in there is consistent with the facts that were sworn out in the affidavit by the officer. I'm really not prepared to comment further at this point because, in fairness to all the parties involved, I really need to have all the evidence presented to me. There may be some explanation or justification to be presented when we're in open court. And since I'm the one reviewing all the evidence, I will reserve comment until after I've seen all the evidence.
Deputy Jenkins can afford to be more direct.
We'll go after. I'm going to file the animal cruelty deal.
Deputy Jenkins looks through a book called Elements of a Crime. The special SPCA bus is driven away.
Once back at the Houston SPCA, the team begins to get a sense of the challenge that lies ahead.
The dogs are taken from the bus and moved inside.
I'm going to take this one and let the vet look at it because this one really needs some attention right now.
One animal is taken to veterinarian Barbara Carl. Its fur is so matted, with clumps hanging off, it's hardly recognizable as a dog.
Oh my gosh. How can she move? Oh, honey. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. This looks like a leg. That is matted hair and urine. Look at her ears. Can you hear anything, sweetie? Oh, you poor thing. I wonder how long she's had to live like this. Does she have, oh my heavens, and what's worse, this is her spinous processes right here. That's her spinal bone sticking out. Wowee. These are her ribs. You just washboard across them. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry for you. That is just bone with skin wrapped over the top of it. I'd give her a 1 out of 9 body condition score. She'd probably die very soon. This is just horrible. Absolutely horrible.
In the holding area, 31 other dogs wait to be treated. This looks like cruelty on a massive scale.
I would say in comparison to others, the hair coat is very similar to, I'd say, at least 80 to 90% of them. And the weight, she's probably the lowest weight that I've seen, but the others maybe have 5 or 10 more pounds on them compared to her.
Dr. Call has named this one Cinderella in the hope that she'll enjoy a similar transformation. But right now, the chances of that look slim.
She's going to be one that's going to struggle to survive.
Base to 107, we have a report of cruelly confined dogs.
Meanwhile, the day's not getting any easier for the investigators.
Base to 103, horse down just north of 610. Situation critical, urgent assistance needed.
Caption: Case: Horse down. Situation: Critical.
The SPCA investigation team heads out to a stable north of Houston in response to urgent calls from worried neighbors.
An SPCA SUV pulls a horse box.
The scene that greets them is shocking.
A black and white horse lies on the floor, its legs kicking feebly. Investigator assigned, Shauna Sundberg.
Said that it's been like this for 2 days, or since yesterday. Somebody came by the property, and the horse was like this, but they just left.
Right now, the animal is private property, and so we can't remove it without the law enforcement being here. The horse appears to be fairly dehydrated, so time is of an essence right now, and the deputy's en route, so as soon as she gets here, we're ready to move right now.
Until law enforcement arrives with a seizure warrant, the team is powerless to help the struggling horse. It's a desperate situation.
You don't get used to seeing animals that are dying. It's extremely stressful, and it puts, it breaks us a little bit each time you see it.
The SPCA investigators pace nervously as the horse lies on the floor.
Deputy Christine Kendrick from the Harris County Constable's Office arrives with the seizure warrant.
Grab the horse equipment.
The team unload various equipment.
The team quickly goes into action to get the horse back to the shelter.
Okay, the horse is dead?
But has the warrant arrived too late to save the horse?
Animal Cops Houston.
In the countryside, somewhere exotic, or looking to explore, find the right travel insurance for you. Go.compare!
When you're suffering with soreness, burning or dryness in the vaginal area, there is an effective hormone-free solution. Dr. Wolf's V-San Moisturising Cream.
Struggling for breath? Coughing? Ever smoked? With its unique patented vibration technology, Revitive AeroSure is a drug-free medical device that is clinically proven to improve the strength of breathing muscles. Discover the Revitive AeroSure breathing device today. To find out more and for latest offers, see in store or visit aerosure.com.
The other day, my lovely neighbour asked me, Rachel, what would you do with £10,000? Turns out she'd won the super draw in the Marie Curie weekly lottery. I love my new car. And she's not the only one. Karen at the coffee shop won the £2,000 weekly jackpot. She took her family away on an amazing holiday. 2 weeks away. It was gorgeous. That's what's so great about the Marie Curie weekly lottery. It's something for the whole community. And every time you play, you'll help to make sure there's more Marie Curie nurses and healthcare assistants, like Cassie and me here, so we can be out in the community, supporting people at home when they really need us.
The Marie Curie Weekly Lottery only costs £1 to play. Call 0800 144 5072 or go to mariecurie.org.uk/lottery today. You could be a star player. Call 0800 144 5072.
Discover the surprising details of your ancestors' lives with our ever-growing collection of historical records. Start your free trial today at Ancestry.
When you play with Mecca Bingo, keep the good times fun. Always use our deposit limits to control your spending. Let's keep it fun online with Mecca Bingo.
Welcome to the Safe Style team, David Seaman! Any questions for Dave?
Might be a great goalie, but why are you right for us?
Well, you're UK's #1 for windows and doors. I was England's #1. You're a safe pair of hands. I am safe hands. And like you, I love making great saves. For great saves, you can't beat Safe Style. Buy now and pay nothing until 2024.
With O2, get 6 months half price on our unlimited data SIM. Now just £15 a month. It's a big deal. We're better connected. Search O2 SIM only. Time to go to sleep now.
I can't sleep without Bunny.
Where is Bunny?
Downstairs with Grandma.
Is he? I'll better go and get him then, hadn't I? Some things never change. At Stana, we've been helping people like you to move freely around their homes again for over 40 years. Our stair lifts are fitted in less than a day, so you can carry on just as normal.
But Bunny can't sleep without Teddy.
Contact Stana now. Stana, keep on being you.
Do you or your loved ones struggle with reading? Millions of people face reading challenges. We have the solution. Meet the breakthrough award-winning All-Cam Read.
The universal force of attraction that pulls objects.
All-Cam Read instantly converts digital or printed text into audio. Just point and click. For a limited time, we have a special offer. To find out more, visit allcam.com/TV or call 0800 1777 555 today.
Family life. It's made of ups and downs, and those little moments. But should the unthinkable happen to you? Life insurance from Legal & General can help look after monthly bills, the roof over their heads, childcare costs, and most importantly, your family. Because no one protects more families in the UK than us. Premiums start from £5 a month and they never rise. Plus there's a £100 gift card after you apply. Legal & General. Ensure life goes on.
Follow the extraordinary work of the Cornwall Air Ambulance.
You might have a skull fracture.
And witness the highs and lows of life-saving missions.
I'll be looking after you the whole time.
Yes, thank you. Brand new Cornwall Air 999 starts Friday the 24th of March on Quest.
Discovery Plus, a whole world of unmissable entertainment. Here are a few hidden gems. Explore the Hidden Gems collection on Discovery Plus.
Animal Cops Houston. The investigators approach a horse lying on the ground.
The investigators of the Houston SPCA have secured a seizure warrant for a downed horse. But just as they're about to take him to the shelter for emergency treatment...
I know, but he's dead. He just passed. It's gone.
He's gone. He's definitely gone.
The investigators stand near the horse's body, looking sad.
It's too late. Sorry, baby.
Investigator Sundberg and Deputy Kendrick walk away.
When you come across a case where you have something that's dying, something that's in severe pain, it really affects you, and you can just never get used to that.
Someone apparently came on the property, saw the animal, and then left.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long for the team to focus once more. A horse was left to die, and Jansen wants justice.
If we don't do a necropsy and we track down the owner, we don't have a case on that one. I say if you're wanting to seize the other two tonight, then take that one and do a necropsy.
Okay. We're going to sled the horse.
The other two horses are underweight and in poor condition.
And this one's got wounds on it.
While the team prepares to load them,
we're going to treat this horse like it's alive with all the safety.
Kendrick and Sundberg decide to begin questioning the neighbors.
You mind if I talk to y'all for a second? We got a call about the horses across the street there, and now that we're out here, one of them's dead. It just died. Oh. Do y'all know anything about what's going on over there, or who owns those horses, or anything?
I'd like to get you to fill this out, stating how long it's been since you saw somebody here.
A man fills in a form.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Deputy Kendrick with the Constable's Office. Who owns these horses?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. My daughter usually take care of this. I just rent the stalls to them.
Okay.
Now, for as whose horses they are, I don't know.
Okay.
After further questioning, two men admit to owning two of the horses, but not the one that died. Jansen wants answers.
How long has this horse been down?
Since not yesterday, night before yesterday.
The night before yesterday? When was the last time I saw a veterinarian?
Oh no, I just got these two horses like last month.
Concerned for the safety of the remaining horses, the investigators start loading them into the trailer.
A horse is slowly led into the trailer.
It's all right, sweetie. All right.
When one of the men questions why they're being removed, Sundberg is happy to explain.
I heard you wanted to know why we were taking all the animals?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what the court has signed on the warrant, is for all animals alive, dead, and unborn on the property.
If the other 2 horses are sick, they'll need immediate treatment. The veterinary team at the shelter has been placed on standby.
Ready? Go.
They move the dead horse.
We took the animal's body so we could do a necropsy, which is an animal autopsy. And so the veterinarians can determine exactly what the cause of death was so that we can show the court that it was being fully treated.
The SPCA vehicles drive away. Later, the horse's body is unloaded from the trailer using a forklift truck.
Back at the shelter, the vets step in to evaluate the horses.
Watch her, she has a problem behind them, so do it really slow.
Dr. Deborah Han is seriously concerned about the young filly.
Go. Go, baby, go. Look at her toe dragging. Look at her toe dragging.
She's dragging one of her rear legs.
Something which is very disturbing about her condition is the poor muscle mass in her hindquarters. When the horses are well fed, they usually have a very good muscle mass on their rump region. The rump, the hindquarters, it leads to weakness of quadriceps. So what happens is the knee joint gets displaced upwards, resulting in the toe dragging, as you can see.
Investigator Sundberg is videoing the other horse walking in a circle.
Outside, Sundberg notices a similar problem with the older stallion.
The horse is limping.
He's having a hard time moving that leg backwards. That's just not right.
No, that's not good.
Well, we brought him out so we could get him in the light and take some identification photos. So we walked him around in circles, and it looks like he is definitely having problems with his back legs.
Dr. Rahan hopes that with a lot of work, the team will be able to correct the abnormality in the young horse's leg. For the older horse, it could be too late.
It has so many neurological abnormalities in these hind limbs. So obviously a horse which is well taken care of will look like this.
Images of the dead horse, the sun sinking behind its head.
The Houston SPCA hopes to learn why the downed horse died at the scene by performing a necropsy.
We can't draw blood, we can't do a lot of tests that we'd like to do, but what we can do is try to take a look at the abdominal organs, at the organs in the chest, and see if we can at least get an idea about the possible cause of death to help the other alive horses that were in the same pastures.
Any information the team learns could mean the difference between life and death for the remaining horses. The results of the necropsy will be critical.
Case, cruel confinement. Status, emergency treatment.
Inside, things have taken a dramatic turn. The Cocker Spaniel named Cinderella has had to be sedated, and the team is concerned that without immediate treatment, she won't make it through the night.
Cinder is very severely matted, almost to the point where she can't eat or drink, so it's kind of an emergency situation, and we're going to try to shave her down, cut some of her mats off so that she can eat, and then we're going to do a real thorough and just shave everything off of her and make her a lot more comfortable. She's terrible. She's almost the worst that I've ever seen.
Cinderella is carried to the operating room, and clumps of fur are cut off.
The hair has been so matted onto her that her skin is rotting underneath it, and her skin is literally rotting into the hair. You can see right here.
Dr. Carl shows the rotting skin.
All that is skin that is necrosing. There's no bone in this. This is a hair mat. We're going to take this off, these larger mats, so we can physically soak her in an antibiotic bath and get her skin to start healing again. It does give grave concern with her skin rotting like this. This is just horrible. And it concerns me because we have other dogs that came from the same people in the same situation that are almost identical in this condition.
More fur is cut away.
After more than an hour, the vets are gradually making progress. But Dr. Kahl is about to discover something that will leave everybody in a state of shock.
Oh my gosh, this poor dog. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. There you go.
Oh, God.
Animal Cops Houston.
Want super fast broadband at a super price? Get Virgin Media's M50 broadband for just £25 a month. With average download speeds of 54 megabits per second, start going super fast now. Visit virginmedia.com.
With Post Office Over 50's life cover, you can have the time of your life, safe in the knowledge we'll pay out money when your time is up. UK resident 50 to 80, your guaranteed acceptance. No health checks, and from just £1.15 a week. Plus, free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £100 gift card for Amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Call Post Office on 0800 171 2211.
Great quality is now even more affordable in the Hillary Spring Sale. Save up to 40% off selected made-to-measure blinds and shutters, and 20% off selected curtains. Your local advisor will take care of all the measuring and fitting. It's all part of our service, and has been for over 50 years. And new for spring, our latest collection of on-trend Roman blinds and curtains. Book your free in-home appointment today. Call 0800 916 1010 or visit hillarys.co.uk. Hillary's Spring Sale now on.
Switch to a SIM-only deal from your 24-month contract and you could save £321. Now that's worth celebrating. Visit uswitch.com.
I'm in. Okay, look, you can have a great first day. I promise, all right?
Your donations helped 3D print his heart to guide his surgery and saved his life with a groundbreaking innovation. And the future breakthrough that could cure her is closer than ever. Help us turn science fiction into reality and save more lives like hers. Donate £5 to the British Heart Foundation now.
When you finally move in. When 2 becomes 3. When they've shot up again. When you want the flexibility to shop the brands you love. Say hello to VeryPay. Choose Pay Now, Pay Later, or Pay over 3 months and pay no interest. And we'll send you helpful payment reminders every month. VeryPay, nice and flexible for when life is anything but. Shop now at very.co.uk.
Sail through the heart of historic cities and unforgettable scenery with Viking. Unpack once and get closer to iconic landmarks, local life, and cultural treasures. Because when you experience Europe on a Viking longship, you'll spend less time getting there and more time being there. Viking, exploring the world in comfort.
Yes! Game on!
Over there, 2 in a row.
We need 5.
2, 3.
Really? Where'd they go?
5 in a row!
Join us online today at Gala Bingo, where a little joy goes a long way.
John scrolled to find the perfect card for his mum, and with a tap, sent it on its way to be delivered with thousands of other cuddles and thanks all over the land. For this Mother's Day, it must be a
Moonpig.com.
And now get 20% off Mother's Day cards.
I might get my hands dirty.
Elevate your meals into masterpieces.
It's all in the wrist action.
Cheers.
Michelle Roux's Provence Masterclass, Monday at 9 on Food Network or stream on Discovery Plus.
When it comes to hospitality,
it's amazing how much ugliness can make your heart sink.
There are always rooms for improvement.
Ho-hum. I hate these carpet tiles.
Alex Pavlicek is bringing back business.
I see an undeveloped gold mine.
Yep.
With tough love.
Pull it together, woman.
And TLC.
Well done. Yay! So much better.
The Hotel Inspector. Stream the latest episode now on Discovery Plus.
Animal Cops Houston. Vets attend to Cinderella.
At the Houston SPCA shelter, the medical team has just made a shocking discovery.
Oh,
look at this. Oh my gosh. There you go. You need to get a picture of that one too.
Oh!
That's one giant maggot.
A large maggot is crawling next to Cinderella's rotting skin.
This is just gross. We're going to put these in some formaldehyde jars so we can show what this poor little dog, I mean, it's eating away at its skin. I mean, that's just horrible.
Oh, God.
A little bit. More maggots. More. And to have this amount of parasites on her, just eating away at her skin, it's horrible.
There it is.
That's crawling out of her mat. I have never seen anything this bad. Ever. I just feel, I can't imagine how an owner could totally ignore their animals to this point. Okay, I'm gonna open up this nest and see how bad it is.
Hey, there's a nest.
Just makes you want to cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're eating one of their own dead. 6.
They film the maggots writhing in the matted fur.
This will definitely help as far as evidence for court. I just can't believe what I'm seeing underneath all this right now. When they're that matted up and the mats are so thick, I mean, you just never know what you're going to find underneath.
They carefully shave the dog. 114 minutes into treatment.
Is it crawling out of it?
After nearly 2 hours, the team has almost finished. The mats of fur are taken to be weighed.
A bag of fur is placed on some scales.
5.04 pounds of hair mats.
It's almost 50%.
50%
extra body weight on her.
It's a startling transformation, and one that reveals an extra surprise.
How handling it is she? It's actually a boy.
It's a boy.
Well, I guess it's pretty bad when the mats are so bad you can't even
tell if it's a girl or a boy.
Anatomically, whether it's a boy or a girl.
Okay. Well, I guess it'll have to be a Prince Charming story instead of Cinderella.
He's going to be Cinderella.
I think that fits perfect.
The shaved dog lies on the table.
It's taken a huge effort to undo what the team suspects could be years of neglect. But Cinderfella's not out of the woods yet. If infection is spread to his internal organs, it might be too late to save him.
A satellite image showing the Houston area.
Meanwhile, north of Houston, investigator Tricia Price is stepping in to help animals left to fend for themselves.
Investigator Tricia Price, 7 years on the job.
I got a call in this morning about some rabbits that were abandoned. Apparently they've been abandoned for about 2 weeks, is what the reportee says.
The house is furnished. Everything's still in the house, so I'm not sure what's going on at this place. You know, it could be a domestic thing. It could be, anything. The concern is to get the animals out safely and get them the proper care that they need.
We've got some rabbit food and some nets, and we're just going to try to scoop them up as quickly as we can without getting them stressed out.
Food.
There are 9 rabbits on the property, and catching them is proving to be a bit challenging.
Get back in there. Don't come out. Don't come out.
Armed with nets, the team chase the scampering rabbits.
But persistence and some skillful network eventually pay off.
A net is slowly lowered over a rabbit.
There you go. Close it.
The rabbit is transferred from the net into a travel cage.
Once out of the yard, Price begins to realize how much the rabbits have been suffering since they were abandoned.
Give us that other stuff you had.
Here's one of the rabbits that was in this cage here where they were keeping him. And he's extremely malnourished. You can feel the backbone, the hip bones. He's just got absolutely no muscle fat on him.
So there's the white one that's underneath the house.
There's just one more rabbit to find. And after discovering a hole that leads from the backyard into the garage, the team has a good idea where to look next.
Where's the other wascally rabbit?
Okay, little funny bunny. I found him. He's behind boxes. I see his little whiskers and his nose moving. Now we just have to try to move the stuff out to get the rabbit out.
The rabbit has found a secluded corner to hide in.
The team move objects from one corner of the garage and retrieve the rabbit.
He's not happy.
We're not happy.
And closer inspection reveals why.
That one's been making a nest.
Right there.
In other words, we're pregnant. And the last one that I brought out that was in the garage did appear to be quite chunky with the big belly. So that one's either been eaten really well or it is pregnant.
Without proper nutrition, the baby's prospects aren't good. Price needs to get back to the shelter as quickly as possible.
All right.
Destination, Houston SPCA shelter. ETA 20 minutes. The rabbits are loaded aboard and the vehicles drive off.
105 base.
Someone apparently came on the property, saw the animal, and then left.
File update. Horse down.
He's dead. He just passed.
If we don't do a necropsy and we track down the owner, we don't have a case on that one.
Let's load up the trailer and go.
Status, necropsy. Veterinarian assigned, Dr. Roberta Westbrook. Wearing a mask and gloves, Dr. Westbrook is working on the body of the dead horse.
Performing a necropsy is always a challenge. You're searching for a cause of death, and sometimes it's not very clear at all. It's a physically demanding task and mentally demanding because your wheels are turning about what things to look for that might be abnormal.
There are still questions surrounding the two other horses seized from the same address. As well as establishing a cause of death, Westbrook's hoping for any clues which might help with their treatment. After almost an hour, it's finally over.
We found several abnormalities in the organs of this horse, and we're trying to determine whether those abnormalities are normal for post-mortem changes or whether this is a potential cause of death. We found bot flies in the stomach, which is possibly a normal finding for even some healthy horses. But we found abnormal kidneys. The kidneys had a yellow, gelatinous, pus-like material in the center of the kidneys. The lungs were abnormal color, the spleen was an abnormal color, and even the heart had an abnormal amount of this yellow gelatin-like material found in the ventricles and atrium of the heart. So we're going to send all those tissues off and try to determine whether they had any bearing on the cause of death or whether these are potentially normal findings. And so that's what we're dealing with now.
Texan and U.S. flags fly above a courthouse.
Meanwhile, in Fort Bend County, a court hearing has been convened.
Caption, file update. Case, cruel confinement.
There's a new development in the case of the 32 prize-winning Cocker Spaniels that were seized from a man's garage.
Filthy Cocker Spaniels confined in tiny cages.
Professional dog breeders will often enter into partnerships in order to share the costs of caring for their dogs. Individuals have now come forward claiming co-ownership of some of the spaniels.
Truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
After a hearing lasting nearly 3 hours, 28 dogs are awarded to the Houston SPCA. The remaining 4 are returned to owners who were unaware that their dogs were being housed in such appalling conditions.
Landowner.
The owner of the property where the dogs were seized has failed to show up for the hearing. He'll learn the outcome when he receives a court order demanding he pay Houston SPCA medical costs totaling over $11,000.
Well, we're adjourned.
It's been a long and drawn-out affair, but finally the Houston SPCA can begin pursuing a criminal case against him.
Sunglasses on, Investigator Pavlicek drives along a freeway.
At the shelter, Investigator Pavlicek is putting the wheels in motion.
Just looking through the evidence photos, and I also have the evidence pulled out. Right here is some of the toenails that were pulled off one of the dogs. They were extremely long, and a couple of them are actually growing back into the paws of the dog's foot. Also, a few of the parasites that were pulled off, from underneath all the matting.
An evidence bag containing a jar of preserved maggots.
It's definitely one of the worst cases that I've seen as far as animal neglect. I mean, that's basically what this is, just strictly animal neglect.
Armed with such strong evidence, Pavlicek is confident of securing a criminal conviction. Deputy Bill Jenkins agrees.
It's probably the worst thing I've seen in my career as a police officer, and it needs to be dealt with swiftly, and it needs to be dealt with harshly, as these dogs were treated.
Several distressed dogs bark in cages, their fur dirty and matted.
With custody of most of the dogs being awarded to the Houston SPCA, the team can finally go to work removing the mats of fur on the less critical dogs. Fortunately, volunteers from Cocker Spaniel Rescue are on hand to make the lives of the little dogs a whole lot more comfortable.
A group of groomers volunteered all their services and have started to shave all the dogs down and work on their skin with veterinary support, and they're all looking like they're going to be wonderfully healthy after this.
2 volunteers shave the dogs. One holds up a clump of fur.
That's so nasty.
The dogs lie on tables as their fur is closely cropped.
We've done a lot of dogs in our 20 years. Yeah, doing this, but this is the worst.
A volunteer uses scissors to cut away an enormous clump of matted fur.
That's bad.
We had these dogs up on the table. Some of them spent 6 and 7 hours on the table, which is, usually it takes an hour to groom a Cocker Spaniel. And these dogs were always good-natured, never tried to snap at us, and they've all got wonderful personalities considering the circumstances that they were kept in for so long.
A spaniel sits calmly as its fur is cut away.
Volunteer groomer Diane Wiederman has been especially taken by one of the dogs she's helping. When Buddy arrived at the shelter, his coat was in terrible shape. Diane's been working on him for nearly 2 hours, and it seems the two are forming quite a bond.
Actually, when I started, he seemed real afraid of the clippers and real skittish, but now he's, pretty much gotten relaxed, and he's been real good, totally sweet. They don't, even though they don't know us at all, they're just very sweet. They don't offer to be mean or anything. He's just a sweetie. He acts like he knows me already.
She hugs the dog.
I think he wants to go to my house, actually.
Caption, file update. Case, abandoned rabbits.
He's just got absolutely no muscle fat on him. That one's been making a nest. In other words, we're pregnant. There's no telling how many that they could possibly have.
She strokes the pregnant rabbit. Caption, status, X-rays.
The abandoned rabbits rescued by the Houston SPCA team have arrived at the shelter, and the vets now suspect that not one, but 3 might be pregnant.
Veterinarian assigned, Dr. Roberta Westbrook.
Ooh, I'm not very good at palpation, but I think I do feel little fetuses in there. I think she is pregnant. So I'm suspicious that she may also have ear mites and fur mites, just like her housemates. And I do see little brown specks in her fur. So we can treat her for those, for the ear mites and the fur mites, without it causing any harm to her babies. But let's see if we can take her to x-ray and see if we can see how many are in there. Good job. Perfect. 1, 2, 3.
If the x-rays confirm the pregnancy, the team will need to keep a watchful eye over the mom-to-be. She's underweight and will need careful monitoring so she can give birth to healthy babies.
Dr. Westbrook has an x-ray.
So here's the x-ray of our bunny. I can immediately see little skeletons here. So this definitely confirms that she's pregnant. And it should be relatively soon, in the next few weeks, so we'll keep an eye on her.
Westbrook heads next door, where the necropsy results on the deceased horse have arrived. It's a sobering report, which leaves Westbrook in no doubt about the horse's cruel neglect.
So this horse had heart disease, chronic heart disease, and secondary pneumonia, and those 2 things combined caused his death. The least that could have been done is that several days or even weeks before, this horse could have been taken into a veterinarian, and if it was suffering at that time, it could have been humanely euthanized. Because they didn't take him in and get that investigated to try to figure out the cause of his illness, that led to his subsequent suffering and death.
She places the results in Investor Sundberg's file.
The necropsy results offer no help for the other horses seized at the property. The younger horse could still be rehabilitated, but the older stallion is suffering from a serious neurological problem and will have to be humanely euthanized. Investigator Sundberg is determined to see justice done.
These are the findings the lab found regarding all the tissue samples. This will go into the criminal file and it will all be presented to the DA.
Sundberg already has eyewitness reports from the scene and photos showing how badly the horses were neglected. The results from the necropsy add to the evidence needed to pursue charges of animal cruelty.
Sundberg sits at a cubicle in the SPCA office. She uses the telephone and a computer. Caption, evidence finalized.
This completes our medical file, so now that I can put everything together and present this to Chris to go criminal on.
Investigator Sundberg has filed the paperwork neatly in a binder. She stands and walks to another part of the office. She places the binder in a pigeonhole labelled Kendrick. Deputy Christine Kendrick enters the office and takes the binder. Caption, file for DA's office.
Armed with the file, Harris County Deputy Christine Kendrick has an appointment to keep.
She gets in her SUV.
If Kendrick can prove who owned the deceased horse, she might have enough evidence to file criminal charges. The only way to be certain is to meet with the Assistant District Attorney.
Animal Cops Houston.
When Tony passed, we wanted to celebrate him his way. All he ever spoke about was bite this, bite that. I'll never forget our first date. Huge grin on his face as he rode up on that big noisy thing. And that's exactly the way he'd want to be remembered.
At Co-op, we know everyone is different. That's why we offer funeral plans to funeral services that are personal, every step of the way. Co-op, it's what we do.
It's frustrating. I'm uncomfortable down there. I feel like I can't do the things I want to.
Around 1 in 2 women experience vaginal dryness, itching, or uncomfortable sex after the menopause.
Have you heard about Gina? No? What's that?
Gina treats the cause and relieves the main symptoms by replacing estrogen where it's needed. Gina, the only product effective at treating the cause of vaginal dryness after the menopause without prescription.
Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money or work worries.
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
Or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, work, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 1000.
Join Happy Tiger. Try a completely new online bingo game today. It's bingo that'll make your jaw drop, and it's super social. Play for as little as 25p and get your chance to win up to £2,500 every 5 minutes. So what you waiting for? Come join us. Just search for Happy Tiger Bingo. Happy Tiger Bingo. Low stakes, roaring bingo fun.
The Hammond sale is now on. Up to 40% off fitted bedroom furniture. Up to 40% off home office furniture. Up to 40% off living room, boot room and fitted understairs storage. There's never been a better time to get your home in order. Hammonds, in order to live better.
It's really important on the side.
All by yourself. Listen to everybody. Everybody say, be everybody else. Can't you see?
Thank you, Your Honour. The case is very, very simple.
The future is open with the Open University.
Do you need to give your retirement finances a boost? Well, an equity release plan from Key could help you access some tax-free cash. Key's expert advisors will help you consider your short-term needs alongside your long-term plans. And if equity release is not right for you, we'll tell you. And if it is, we'll support you every step of the way. So visit keylaterlife.co.uk to see if we could help put more money back in your pocket. Key, for the life in later life.
The team is back.
I don't think this is going to be straightforward.
Called in by these desperate celebrities.
I'm looking forward to this.
Welcome to my humble home.
I love this house. I just want help.
They're seeking answers.
Did you hear that? I'm getting a bit weird now.
Seeking peace.
I'm literally shaking.
Oh my God. Seeking.
What was that?
Help.
Leave
I'm going.
me alone.
Brand new Celebrity Help My House is Haunted. A new episode every week. Stream now only on Discovery Plus.
When uninvited guests outstay their welcome.
It's dark, whatever it is.
It just felt evil.
We can't take any more.
Hello?
What's that?
What was that?
Help My House is Haunted. Friday at 10 on Really. Or stream the full collection now on Discovery Plus.
Coming up tonight, Dr. Pimple Popper removes a huge lump from a woman's leg, transforming her life at 9 o'clock. Then restoring confidence with a follicle fix at the hair loss clinic at 10. And terror strikes at 11 from a mansion haunted by the spirit of George Washington in Ghost Adventures on Really.
Animal Cops Houston.
Deputy Christine Kendrick is on her way to meet with the Assistant District Attorney to follow up on the case of a deceased horse.
I've gotten the case file from the SPCA that has the medical evaluations and the pictures and that kind of stuff. And this is the criminal part of it. This is where they're going to pay fines or spend time in jail. This is the part of what I do that I enjoy because I'm making these people answer for what they've done to these animals.
Case, horse down. Meeting with ADA Belinda Smith at Harris County DA's office.
Kendrick still needs to get a positive ID on the owner of the horse that died.
This is 3 horses on a property. One of the horses died while we were on the property.
Oh my.
We have one owner. Supposedly there's 3 separate owners, one for each horse. The one owner that did show up on the property that identified himself as the owner of the black horse, he said, he would give me first names of the other 2 owners. He wouldn't give me any other information.
Yeah, at this point, we don't have enough to take criminal charges because we're not able to positively identify the owner of the horses. That's the frustrating thing about some of these cases is when we, the animal cruelty is egregious, but we're not able to positively identify the owner. It's frustrating.
Assuming she can prove who owns the horses, Kendrick wants to know if she has enough evidence to file criminal charges.
Talk to the vet and ask the vet if she's comfortable in testifying. Does she think there's enough to proceed criminally on animal cruelty? If the vet is on board, I'll go ahead and accept charges.
It's great news. Thanks to a huge effort by the investigators, the medical team, and the police, Kendrick's one step closer to sealing a conviction.
The sun shines on flat green fields.
While the legal process gains pace, 7 hours away in Tennyson, Texas, things are a whole lot slower.
It's life on the ranch.
Cows graze. A beetle rolls a ball of dung. Horses are led from a pen.
After visiting the Houston SPCA, Pat Maddox and his family fell in love with the young horse seized by the investigators in Harris County. They've given her a fresh start and a new name.
There you go, cowboy.
A small child sits on the horse.
Serena started following me around, and my wife looked at the little paint and said, "That's the horse we need for my grandson."
We just had to have her.
There you go.
When Serena was rescued, she had severe problems with her hind leg, but the medical team stepped in to help her make a full recovery.
We were unaware of the fact that she had any hip problem of any kind, but it's been fine since we've been out here, so she's fine.
Serena the horse walks naturally, without any trace of a limp.
Good horse. She is as gentle as any horse I have ever seen. She will allow me to do anything with her, but she is the perfect little horse.
Serena pokes her nose into the camera's lens, chewing steadily. She takes a few steps and looks at the camera. Case, abandoned rabbits. Status: custody hearing.
Are you familiar with the animals that were seized in this case?
Yes, I am.
That constitutes 9 rabbits, is that correct?
9 rabbits is what we seized. We've had babies born, so we're up to 19 rabbits.
Good Lord.
There were more.
During what period of time?
In about 2 or 3 days.
We rest, Your Honor.
Well, I'm awarding the formerly 9, now 19 rabbits to the Houston SPCA. And you hear stories about rabbits, I guess this is proof that they really do reproduce like rabbits.
The judge smiles and bangs his gavel.
The Houston SPCA now has custody of the rabbits. But will the newborn babies be healthy enough to survive? Dr. Terry Schweiss is about to get her first look at the shelter's newest arrivals.
In a box full of animal bedding, several tiny baby rabbits squirm and wriggle. There are black ones, grey ones, and pink ones. They're smooth, with tiny ears.
Their eyes aren't open yet, and their ears aren't open yet. They're pretty helpless at this stage. They're all getting their little teeth in already. I'm actually very surprised the babies are doing as well as they are, considering the stress the parents have been under and the body condition that they were in when they came in. It's kind of a miracle that all of these babies are doing as well as they're doing.
Eventually, all the babies will be adopted out to new homes. In the meantime, the Houston SPCA hasn't had to look far to find someone willing to play foster mom.
Well, yes, actually, I have decided to take this litter home myself and foster them. I've had rabbits in the past and have treated rabbits throughout my entire career. And so I thought I would love to take the opportunity to raise these little ones.
An SPCA worker holds 2 baby rabbits in her hands.
Okay, Mama, here's your babies back.
The box of babies is returned to their mother's cage. The mother rabbit sits amongst clean straw and bedding, inspecting her offspring. Caption: file update. Case: cruel confinement.
The dogs are just stacked in there, 3 cages high on top of each other with 2 in each cage, and it's horrible.
I almost got sick when I initially smelled it. How they're even still alive, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to be one that's going to struggle to survive.
After spending 3 weeks in recovery at the Houston SPCA, the Cocker Spaniel named Cinderfella has made a remarkable recovery and has been fostered by Dee Eddins from Lake Jackson. Today, Karen Temple from a local Cocker Spaniel rescue group is checking on his progress.
Cinderfella chases a ball.
He's only been in a foster home now about 2 weeks. And, for these kind of changes to take place, it's just wonderful. This is why we do what we do.
It makes us feel really good. But he's a good dog.
The dog pauses at the edge of the patio.
A life in confinement has left its mark on Cinderfella, and even the simple things take some getting used to.
Grass is such a different texture. He's been in a crate or on concrete all of his life, and dogs that are kept like that, they don't get to feel the grass. And I can only think about it when you walk barefooted in the grass. It tickles. And for them, it's a totally new experience. And it scares them.
Cinderfella chases after a ball, his tongue hanging out. He stays on the concrete.
Today, he finally stepped out on the grass on his own, which was a huge success.
Come on, Cinderfella, come on. Yay, look at that.
He's on the grass.
He's doing good. Good boy.
He's going to become somebody's treasured pet one day. That will be the best ending of all. It will be his Cinderella story. And it really touches your heart.
He plays happily with other dogs.
All the other dogs awarded to the Houston SPCA have been adopted and can look forward to a better life. The authorities are now pursuing a criminal case against their previous owner. If charged, he faces a fine of up to $5,000 and up to 2 years in jail.
Audio description by Deluxe.